Okay, good morning, Alma. I'm back with another video. So, I'm recording this with the back camera as I was so much used to selfie cameras and that I was used to you know, a kind of particular face position that was not right, and that's why I'm shooting with the back camera. And here I am. Okay, so today we're going to start the discussion of the this chapter, forests. Okay, I made this forests our lifeline. I made the notes like way too before. Okay, but what happened that I was not well that time, and that's why this was pending. So I thought to make this video so that because your exams are nearing and I want you to have all of it. Okay, there should not be any kind of shortcuts, right? So yeah, I'll be uploading this video in parts because I'm recording this with the back camera, and you know how much storage the back camera takes. I mean, whatever, and have to upload it also, right? So I have to make sure that not so much of time is put into uploading it, and yeah, you get all of it, right? So uh, basically, what is a forest? Okay, so according to Britannica, a forest is a complex ecological system in which trees are the dominant life form. Okay, trees क्या होता है? They are the dominant life forms. Uh, they are in majority. Okay, and that's why we call it as a forest. Okay, you cannot just be like, okay, that's a kind of plain field and be like, okay, no, there are two or three trees, so we will call it a forest. No, it is filled with trees. Okay, tall trees. Okay, you have seen a lot of like movies in which you see the scenes which are being shot, and that is of the forest, and that is what a forest looks like. Okay, it is dark, and there is not so much of sunlight which is letting in because of the trees which is there, and the leaves that are covering. Okay, which is the crown. Okay, we'll come to what what a crown is and all of it. Okay, but yeah, before that, let us just get the basics done. So, according to Britannica, a forest is a complex ecological system. Okay, so what is ecology here? So, ecology is the study of relationships, among living organisms and their physical environment. Okay, so the kind of bond that they share. Okay, what is the bond here of the bond between living beings and uska physical environment mein, right? Suppose uh, you know I am a living being, and wherever I'm living here, that's my physical environment. To mera kya connection hai, where where I'm eating, where I'm sleeping, that's all connected. That's all interconnected. That's what we call it as ecology, right? So, a forest is a complex ecological system in which trees are the dominant life form. A forest is nature's most efficient ecosystem with a high rate of photosynthesis affecting both plants and animal systems in a series of complex organic relationships, okay, which are food chains and food webs, nutrient cycling, etc. So, yeah, इसमें क्या होता है कि is the most efficient ecosystem because it's all natural. There's there's no man-made kind of stuff over there because it's all natural, and it's the most efficient because there are most number of trees. Okay, and if there is more number of trees, obviously the rate of photosynthesis will be more, and yeah, the level of oxygen release will be more in the environment, right? So yeah, and there's a lot of relationships which are taking place over here. There's food chains, and then we have food web, and then we have nutrient cycling. Okay, transfer of nutrients from different organism within different organisms. Okay, and that's what takes place in food chains and food webs. So that is the introduction. Now, forests play a crucial role in sustaining life on Earth. Okay, they are referred to as our lifeline due to their numerous benefits and contributions to the environment. Okay, which is biodiversity, climate, and human life. Got it? So, it is a very it's the most important thing because we get a lot of things from it there, and because of forests only, we it's a kind of a kind of lead role. I mean, it is having a lead role, or it's a kind of protagonist in our stories, because we don't even notice, or I would say, you know, think about it, that forests are there, and because of that, we are living the kind of life we are living here, okay, in the cities, in the metropolitan cities, okay. uh, so we don't realize it, because far away there's there's a whole lot of trees which are forests, okay, and because of that we are, breathing here. That's what we don't realize, because we are so much busy with our schedules. So they are referred to as our lifeline due to their numerous benefits and contributions to the environment. Okay, the biodiversity. Okay, what is biodiversity here? Variety of life on Earth. ठीक है, कितना लाइफ, बहुत अलग अलग टाइप ऑफ लाइफ होता है अर्थ में, ठीक है. वी हैव different kind of animals, plants, and microorganisms. They're like all biodiversity. They come under biodiversity. Bio means it's like living, and diversity means difference. Okay, differences, the variety. So climate and human life. Okay, climate पे भी बहुत important role होता है forest का, to in the climatic changes that are taking place. Okay, rainfall का level में, and uh, the precipitation levels, okay, and then we have key, how much evaporation is taking place, and it is all leading to the water cycle, and transpiration rates are also dependent on that only, okay. So let's delve into multifaceted aspects of forests and their significance. So क्या significance है, क्या importance है forests का? First, the first important, uh, you know importance of forest, and the first, god, sorry, I'm like a bit not composed, because I'm like shooting it after a long time, and yeah. So पहला importance क्या है forest का? It is biodiversity hotspots. Okay, forests are home to a vast array of plant and animal species, promoting biodiversity and preserving various ecosystems. The forest kya hai? It's a home to a vast array of plant and animal species. Okay, it's like bahut wo ghar hai. Okay, it's like a kind of a shelter or a home to these kind of different species. Okay, but the biodiversity ka hotspot. Okay, what's the meaning of hotspots? Hot hotspot, hot spots. Okay, so क्या होता है? What is a hotspot? It's in our mobile phones we have it, right? So the people are connecting with that, to the in data, whatever we have. It's the same way, whatever the forests, okay, they have, whatever they have to offer. So the other people, okay, I mean the biodiversity, which is a variety of living beings, okay, are present on this earth. Okay, वो क्या करते हैं? Forest से जुड़ते हैं. Okay, it's a for their different, for the survival, for their shelter, and many other things, for their livelihood. Okay, so forests are home to a vast array of plant and animal species, promoting biodiversity, okay, and preserving various ecosystems. और बहुत सारा ecosystem होता है, उसको preserve भी करता है. What's the ecosystem? I just told you, it's the system, okay, which is talking about the relationship between the living organisms and the physical environment, right? Next we have oxygen production. जो amount of oxygen produce होता है, it is like increased because the number of trees is more. Okay, we know that the byproduct of photosynthesis is also a gas called oxygen. It takes in carbon dioxide, plant का CO2 लेता है, and oxygen release करता है so that we can consume it, right? So trees and plants within forests play a pivotal role in the production of oxygen through photosynthesis, which is essential for the survival of all living beings. ठीक है, सारा living beings का survival के लिए it's a mandatory thing, it's a very important thing. Next we have carbon sequestration. Okay, what's the meaning of sequestration? It's meaning of retirement. Okay, what's the meaning of retirement here? Something which is going back to that. Okay, so carbon retirement, or carbon sequestration. Forests act as a natural carbon sink, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and mitigating the impacts of climate change by regulating global temperatures. Okay, because so carbon, what is carbon? अगर carbon dioxide, ये जो gas है, अगर इसका जो अमाउंट है ये एनवायरनमेंट में अगर इंक्रीज हो जाएगा तो what will happen that there will be the chances of global warming, okay? And what is actually global warming? It is a heating of the environment, right? Where the environment is being heated, and it has like its own limitations and its own drawbacks, that if forests they catch fire on their own because of the that amount of heat present in the environment, okay? Then if CO2 will be increased, then what will happen? We are going to suffocate, right? We will not have you know plenty of oxygen, and as the population is increasing, I think it's a bigger threat to the mankind, right? So इसमें क्या हो रहा है कि फॉरेस्ट एक्ट्स एज अ नेचुरल कार्बन सिंक, इसमें सारा कार्बन जो कार्बन है वो लगा के घुस जा रहा है, अब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and mitigating the impacts of climate change by regulating global temperatures, okay? मिटिगेटिंग का मतलब होता है मेकिंग समथिंग लेस हार्मफुल, राइट? कि अगर कार्बन का जो अमाउंट है एटमॉस्फेयर में, इफ इट विल इंक्रीज, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू, it will generate more heat, and that's how we need to survive. We need a cooler temperature, okay? Not like that much hot temperature, otherwise things will not exist only, right? And yeah, so oxygen is a cooling gas, but carbon dioxide is a heating gas, okay? So that is how, if the amount of carbon dioxide will increase, the global temperatures will increase, okay? And that's how you have to regulate it. And how will it happen? We have to plant more trees and make it you know more natural and eco-friendly in our, like, be a environmentalists, okay? Who the person who takes care of the environment and thinks about the environment, okay? So one has to become that, to in order to just make it safer for all the different biodiversity present in the planet, right? Then we have soil conservation. Tree roots help in preserving soil erosion, maintaining soil fertility, and retaining moisture, which acts which aids in agriculture and sustains the fertility of the land. तो क्या होता है, ट्री रूट जो होता है, जो पेड़ का जो रूट होता है, ओके, बिकॉज फॉरेस्ट्स आर मेड ऑफ ट्रीज ओनली. तो ट्रीज का जो रूट होता है, व्हाट इट हेल्प्स, इट इज हेल्पिंग इन द सॉइल इरोजन. आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू व्हाट इज सॉइल इरोजन. In the last classes also we have done this soil erosion. It is you know uh, the movement of soil from the carrying the soil being carried away due to external forces like wind, water, and so on, okay? And it is not a very good thing, because अगर soil carry हो जाएगा, तो अगर soil lose हो जाता है, तो trees का गिरने का chances बढ़ जाता है, okay? And the soil will lose its fertility also. And as we know that plant are the producers, okay? Plant are the main producers, and अगर वही नहीं रहेंगे, तो what will happen, that we are not going to survive, okay, if plants are not going to be there. So that's why it is very important to take care of the soil in which plants are being planted, right? And yeah, that's why we have to plant more trees and plants to prevent soil erosion, maintaining soil fertility, and retaining moisture, okay? And moisture also, because moisture कैसे आएगा? If transpiration will take place, then only the moisture will be there, right? I mean, leaves say, in the process of transpiration, what happens? Leaves say water vapor nikalta hai, right? And yeah, it is present in the environment. And that's how we can it is very important for our skin as well, moisture, which aids in agriculture and sustains the fertility of the land, and which is also important in agriculture and also sustaining the fertility of the land. Now we have water conservation. What is water conservation? Forests help in regulating the water cycle by absorbing and releasing water. ठीक है, अब मतलब पानी को absorb करने में और release करने में help करता है, right? Water cycle में जो पानी होता है, like we know the cycle, right? कि पानी, you pour it, I mean you water the plants, and then फिर वो ऊपर जा रहा है, ट्रांसपिरेशन के फॉर्म में वो बाहर भी जा रहा है, and also the food is being prepared, okay? And for transpiration, water vapor फिर क्या होता है, वो धीरे धीरे ऊपर जाता है, and then it is adding up to the atmosphere, and then that's how clouds are being formed, and then we have the rain, right? जहाँ पे पेड़ नहीं होते ज़्यादा, then you will see that there is very less amount of you know the chances of rainfall are lesser in that particular zone. Okay, preventing floods. Okay, and flood का भी maintaining river flows and recharging groundwater. तो अगर फॉरेस्ट रहेगा तो क्या होगा कि प्लांट सोक कर लेगा उसको. ओके, इफ यू विल सी, इफ यू डू दिस एक्टिविटी वेयर यू नो just pour some water in a plain land, like in a barren land. Okay, where soil is very loose, तो फिर क्या होगा कि वो होल्ड नहीं करेगा पानी को. Okay, it will just flow, it will take the soil away with it. Okay, but if trees are there, then it will hold the water, right? And it will not allow the water to just carry the entire soil with it. Okay, and preventing floods, maintaining river flows. Okay, a river flows को maintain करने में भी help करता है, and also recharging groundwater. Then we have the last point, which is medicinal resources. Many medicinal plants and herbs are found in forests, contributing significantly to traditional and modern medicine. Okay, तो trees का काम होता है, herbs का, plants का ज़रूरत होता है to make what? Medicine also. I mean, Ayurveda, if you will see, it's like mostly it is like made up of natural things only. You have to eat more of natural stuff and jari booty and whatnot. I don't know. So yeah, it is very important for that. Well, that as well. In the next video, we'll talk about types of forests. Okay, so I'm ending it here. Otherwise, the video will go way too longer, and I have to upload it also. So I don't want any kind of barrier there. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.